What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your finished play, Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex Part 6. We are here in the first warp chamber now, and we are going to do the relics now. As you can see here, just like Crash 3, you can see the relic, and then the time that this needs. While that does look platinum, that is the sapphire. This is the sapphire time. As you can see, it is blue, so that doesn't mean the sapphire. Time for this level is 1 minute 15 seconds, and just like I did with Crash 3, I'm going to try to do as many as I can. I don't know how many I can do because the levels in this game are longer and harder, so I'm not sure how long it will take me. I will try to do 10 relics in this video, but now I do have to worry about this the game disc, this screen popping up. You know, if you remember, this was the warp chamber that gave me the most trouble. All the other warp chambers, thankfully, haven't seemed to given me too much trouble. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll definitely try my best to get 10 relics in one video. But I'm also going to try to tack on the gems as well. I'm just going to go after the individual warp chambers instead of try to do them all in one go. Let's see, this will even be worth it. And you can see that this is the Crash Dash. It looks a little bit different than it did in Crash 3. You know, with the new art style and all that, it is going to look different. It's a little bit harder to control as well, so because you move just a little bit. I believe you move faster than what you did in the other game. In Crash 3, so it's a little bit harder to control, or it may just be the GameCube controllers, the stick or whatever, the control stick. I'm not 100% sure. So you do want to be careful and cautious, and it may take you a few tries before you can get used to it, all the way to where you're comfortable with it, so that you can use it and get really good times and all that. There are, oh crap. Let's see. There are platinum relics in this game, and I was gonna say there should be 3 masks, but maybe there's not for this level. But I believe there are 3 masks in each level. See, I did get the gold relic, sadly. Sapphire time is about 37 seconds, and like I did with Crash 3, I will go through each individual level and say out each individual time for all the relics for each level. And even though these levels are longer, the time it takes to get the platinum relics is still pretty low. So it does take practice. This game is actually a lot easier than you can see there 37 seconds. But this game is actually a lot easy. It's a lot easier to get the platinum relics in than Crash 3 is. But still, you have to practice a long time to get really good with the levels and just to know the flow of everything, just to get everything down just right. Alright, so something different in this level, for this game that wasn't in the flying levels for Crash 3, the boxes are time crates. The regular boxes just hanging out in the middle of nowhere, except for the health crates, are time crates. So you definitely want to try and hit those. I believe they are 2 and 3 second time crates. They may all be 2. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at them all. And you still do get 1 fruit for shooting the tornado generators as well. So if you are kind of low on lives, this may be a good way to try to gain some lives back. But you don't want to waste time trying to go after some time boxes for no reason. But you don't want to miss one. It's kind of hard to get it just right. Let's see, I get the platinum. Alright. So really, you don't have to do a whole lot with this level. I'm not sure about that sinking feeling, but I know for at least this level, all you have to do is just go after the tornado generators. Get the boxes whenever you can, but don't go out of your way for boxes. Focus on the tornado generators. You knock those out quickly, and it's done. 48 seconds, very easy to do. I think I may have only hit 5 to 6 time boxes, maybe less than that. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't really counting, and the health crates kind of mess that up, mess that figure up as well. So I'm not 100% sure. And you can see there, I didn't lose the mask. I'm not sure if that's just because I was in the plane level, or if you don't lose the mask at all during any levels. I doubt that, though. I believe you do lose the mask once you hit the clock, but again, I'm not 100% sure, but we will see later on, once we get into Wizards and Lizards. Okay, now this level, to get a good time, whether it be a gold or a platinum, it takes timing. Timing's a big thing here, because if you notice, I did have to wait for that platform to come back down. I was a little late, and I wasn't able to get up to it really fast enough. Get to it fast enough. And so if you can get the timing down on, at the start of the level, that will actually play a huge role in how which relic you get at the end of it. Because the time it takes you to start the level and then hit the clock and then continue going will, as I said, will affect the rest of the level, the way the things like this move. This really isn't worth it, but I believe there's a bunch of 3 boxes up here. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest, to wait as long as I had to. But if you can get up there very, very quickly, and you should be okay. But maybe it is worth it. But I also did hit some other time boxes along the way. So like I said, I don't know for sure. Oh wow, missing all those, it was really gonna hurt. But it's not worth going back for them. Now, getting with the Altosphere levels, this one in particular, it does take a lot of practice to be able to get the controls right, because it doesn't turn like you would think it would. It is actually the turning. You almost have to come to a complete stop just to get it to turn a lot of the time. Oh wow. I got a sapphire. Yeah. Oh, wow. That sucks. Thankfully, there isn't any bonus for getting a better relic in this game. Getting either all gold or all platinum or a mixture of both. So, I may not try to go after that. I'm not 100% sure. Sadly, it does not show the gold relic time. It just goes straight to the platinum time, so you would have to look, either try again and try to get a faster time, or try to look online to see what the time for the gold relic is. Unlike Crash 3, Crash 3 would show each individual time for all the relics. Now, it's a good idea here to go ahead and clear the path ahead of you. You don't want to get rid of the boxes. You just want to get rid of the enemies. Yeah, you do have to be careful, because sometimes boxes like that will appear, and it doesn't seem like you actually lose the mask at the beginning. That's good. That's actually really good, because it will help keep getting masks for a section like this. Oh wow, really? That sucks. It's you, come on. There we go. We'll try this. It shaved off about 4 tenths of a second. Crap. Thought you could jump on those bats. Well, I'll just try it like this and see. Ah, crap. slide under that one. You don't really, I guess it's not worth running into. But the dragon will take out the time crates, and I believe any time crates that the dragon hits is worth. No, it isn't. Okay, what? So you're gonna have to hit the time crates yourself along the dragon routes if you want them. So that does kind of increase the difficulty along the dragon routes for like try to on a. Well, it doesn't really increase the difficulty so much as that it just makes it harder to get a good time, because like that, you know, you have to slow down quite a bit to get it. You can see the dragon is pretty close to me right now, and then you still have to. You know, in all the time boxes that are scattered around here, you have to hit all those. So again, practice. You know, practice will definitely help. Making sure you're not in a spin when you start running will also will help as well. Crap, man, that sucks. Oh wow. And you have to be careful doing something like that. You know, you can very easily overshoot something like that and mess yourself up if you don't time everything just perfect. So you do definitely want to be very careful. And it does. I'm not sure, but the dragon seems like he's speeding up with the, you know, while you're using the crash dash. Again, I don't know, but you know, you should be leaving the dragon, but not really. You know, I guess it's an improvement over doing your normal run, but not much of one, to be honest. Don't worry about that. I don't guess there's gonna be three masks in this level, but I guess because you don't lose your masks, they didn't worry about adding that feature. You know, I guess I'm not 100% sure. And then doing just stuff like this, you know, trying to go as fast as possible through a level will definitely help. Ah, crap. Ah, well. As I said in Crash 3, I go for gold, or I go for platinum every time, but if I don't get platinum, I'm not going to complain, especially with the difficulty of these levels. If I get gold, I'm just as happy. Now if I get sapphire, I may complain a little bit, but not too bad. But anyway, we do have to go back into compactor reactor for the box gem here. So we'll have to remember to do that as well. But I think I said I was going to do the individual warp chambers. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to get 10 relics, and then after that, I will try to do the to go after the gems that I've already gotten in the. Let me see, where's the clock at? Oh, I guess the time doesn't start until after you. No, there it is. Yeah, so I couldn't figure out where that thing was. I'm gonna wait until after I get 10 relics. 10 relics is my priority, you know, first off. And if I get the 10 relics, you know, fine, great. But if I can't, then, well, if I do get the 10 relics, then I will, in the times, you know, I still have enough time left that I feel I should go after the gems that I've already, in the warp chambers that I've already got relics for, like in this case the first and second warp chambers, then I will do that. But if I don't feel I have enough time, then I won't, and then I'll just you know, continue going until after I get to some predetermined spot later in the game, and then where I feel that I just give me a second. Alright, sorry about that, but yeah, until I get to a spot during the. You really can't jump on those guys. Until I get to a spot into the game where I feel that I need to go after, I need to focus on the where I need to focus on the gems, then I'll go after the gems. Usually I don't go along this route, but there was enough boxes there. You know, you've seen the two different routes. You can take those are the more dangerous routes that usually will have more obstacles along them, so you may not want to go after them. You know, that first dangerous route, I would definitely suggest doing that. You know, because that's 6 seconds worth of time crates there. I may be able to get away with taking that yellow gem shortcut, and of course if there are any time boxes, they'll be very few and far between. But it's not that difficult to get through the yellow gem route, and that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I believe. If this follows with what you can do, you know, if this follows with Crash 3, you could get the gems with the relics in Crash 3, and that's something that I used to do. And I guess I'll give that a try and see if that works. In Crash 3 for level 13, I would save the purple gem until the relic. Of course, every time the relic would always be a sapphire, but oh, I guess you can't go along there. Okay, well then I guess not. Well, that's a shame. But anyway, but yeah, I would always get a sapphire relic on level 13 in Crash 3, but I would get both the purple gem and the relic at the same time. And that's a strategy I definitely do not suggest doing. You can gain a better relic a lot easier if you just go through the level normally, and it's not that difficult. It's not even that much more challenging, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, you definitely need a lot of patience to go through a section like this. You know, to go through these levels and to get the time trials. Just because, you know, different little things like that, you know, you just keep doing the same thing over and over. I guess they won't let me go that way. But just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then, you know, it just keeps getting more and more repetitive, and then it kind of wears you down after a while. It's that you keep making more and more mistakes. And, you know, you just have to tough it out. You know, try to just do the best you can. Learn from mistakes like that. You know, I learned to kind of take it slow through the drill section in the radioactive lab assistant section. You know, get through here fast. I haven't died here, I don't think. You know, obviously dodge him, but this is the section that's always bad. Spin. Okay, now instead of spinning, you know, you jump on it. Just different little things like that. You know, of course, every level's not going to be the same. I believe explosive crates will count toward. Well, yeah, I guess they do with the nitros, but I'm not sure if TNTs count like that as well. But if they do, you can save a section like that back there where I had to waste a whole bunch of time getting all those time crates. You can just save that for the section like that for the TNTs to take care of, and you know, you'll still get it either way, and there's not that big of a there's not that big of a loss of time. You know, it's not going to mess up your timing if you decide to take that route instead of you know, getting it then, because you actually save time. To be honest, the time it takes for you to get the relics, or all the time crates, by jumping on each individual one, you'll save quite a bit of time if you just go ahead and use that time to just jump on the TNT, and then, you know, run through there, and then I'll try to point it out once I get to it. But, you know, here we go again. Run through there. Take it slow through there. Jump on that. Wait through here. Try to cut in the middle so you don't waste a whole bunch of time. Find a box. Well, time or the angle and everything also helps. You know, that would have worked a little bit better if I had got my angle a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. Crap, come on. Again, you know, that timing thing. Let's see. Yeah, I was sitting waiting for that one. Should be almost done. This is usually the most nervous time. It doesn't hurt to... Wow, really? A sapphire? Nah, that sucks. It doesn't hurt to hit the nitro activation switches at the end of a level. You just don't want to waste time with it. I did waste a little bit of time. I doubt it would affect anything, you know, whether I would have gotten a sapphire or not. Wow, it would have. Well, maybe not. And it's kind of hard to tell with something like that, you know. I actually was able to save time by jumping on that instead of just going through the level, going through to the end. But with the time that it took me to double jump and then spin, would I have been able to get the platinum relic time? You know, you never know. You can just look through that entire thing and just kind of pick things apart and say, oh well, if you hadn't done this, you would have had a faster time. If you hadn't hesitated with those 2 drills, you would have saved a few seconds. Just different little things like that, you know, and that's always good. If you can look or, you know, remember your experience in a time trial and then pick everything apart and say, okay, well, if I had done this, I would have done better. You know, if I had done this, I would have done better. And that will actually help you, and it will be a lot easier for you to try to go after a platinum relic or a gold relic if all you can get is sapphires. Usually crates, what crates do you call them? The exclamation crates usually don't have anything in them, so I don't suggest breaking them ever. You know, there is never a reason to. I don't even remember why I did it just then, to be totally honest. Now, the rhinos will probably, I was gonna say, probably won't make the, you know, hit the time crates, and they didn't. So, if you have to make sure that you hit them yourself. But because the sapphire is 2 minutes, this probably means that the platinum is a pretty low time, or a ridiculously low time. So you do want to try to hit every single one you can, but it's not that important. As long as you can get through the on-foot section pretty fast, you should be able to waste a few seconds. You don't want to get caught too often, like I have been on the holes. You know, trying to go off the ramps. If you can minimize that, you should be okay. And getting through this last section here will be the bad spot. You know, this will probably. I wouldn't hit the nitro activation switch here because there is no hidden sections, and there is no time boxes in the bonus rounds. So you know that's the only nitro crates that would be left that would have any time crates around them. And since there are no time crates in the bonus rounds, as I just said, don't worry about hitting a nitro activation switch for levels that do not have alternate paths. Now that'll save you quite a bit of time. But anyway, so see, not that difficult. But yeah, the underwater levels will definitely be very difficult. To be honest, those will be the worst, probably. And I was gonna say it didn't look like I had my mask, but thankfully I did. This will make this a lot easier. And remember, you can use the spin to try to gain some time. Oh crap! There we go. Of course, you want to try to hit all the time boxes you can, but it's actually faster just to go ahead and spin rather than kick, but it's not quite as accurate, and because the mines are a danger and you want to try to save your masks as much as possible. I don't know, the kick seems to do pretty well. But if you do have the mask, just spin, you know, don't worry about anything, just spin like crazy. That will definitely help you. Don't want to waste a whole lot of time in a section like that, but that was 6 seconds there, you know, very useful in the long run, so you definitely want to try to get it, but again, you know, you don't want to waste too much time and lose the advantage you would gain from all of that time that you got. Ah, crap. And you do want to be very accurate when you are doing something like that. Now this thing, there is no way to go fast, so on the on-foot sections you want to try to go as fast as possible, you know, doing everything that you can to go as quickly as possible, save as much time as you can, because, and then once you get into this thing, just shoot out in front of you all the time. Try not to hesitate too much to go after boxes, but just shoot out, you know, ahead of you all the time, go up and down a little bit if you have to. Don't worry about losing any masks, but you do want to try to control it as much as possible. And you can oh crap, that's not worth it. But you can continuously drop depth charges down, so that is a good way to. Oh crap, I don't need to go this way. I need to go this way. And now I don't have any masks. That's just great. Okay. Okay, in a situation like this, I would say be very, very careful. We are coming up into a section where the mines are going to drop. I could probably outrun them. I guess I could get on the roof and shoot them, couldn't I? Again, just shoot out in front of you, but be careful in case something comes up at you. You know, you really don't want to die at this stage. I don't think there's anything else to die with. You cannot use the crash dash while in the sub or while swimming, just like in Crash 3. So probably hesitated too much through that last section, but you know, it is what it is. I won't complain too much. Maybe spinning hurt me. I don't know. It seemed to work. You know, especially with the death tornado spin. Definitely seemed to help. It's kind of hard to say with the swimming levels, you know, there's just, you can kind of pick everything apart and say, okay, well, maybe if I went through this section a little bit faster, this section a little bit faster. It's not all just one, you can't just look at it like an on-foot level, like with a compactor reactor. It's kind of the whole thing. If you mess something up early on, that'll affect what you do later on. You can also lose quite a bit of time in one section, unlike in the on-foot levels. So it's just kind of hard to say, really, to be honest. But anyway, so this is by far one of the hardest levels to get a platinum relic on. I can almost remember my entire path, or the route that it takes to get the platinum relic here. Just the different things that I would do to try and get the platinum relic here. You can see just how fast Coco moves. She actually moves pretty fast with the crash dash. And so if you didn't like the way she moved, oh wow, really? I thought I jumped over that. So if you didn't like the way she moves while normally running, you know, she moves a lot faster than with using the crash dash. You do want to hit these time boxes over the water. It may seem a little bit dangerous, you know, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. by far, you know, it's very useful. But the thing is, timing. That is the worst thing, you know, just trying to get the timing down. Looking at her shadow will definitely help you. That will be the biggest thing, you know, maybe not using the crash dash while going up to the boxes. Crap. And I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like if you press the jump button with Coco, it actually does anything. Like, I don't think it increases your height, but I may be wrong. But I'm just not able to tell it, really. It doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot for me. But it may be. Like I said, I really can't tell, to be honest. Just trying to jump over everything you can. Of course, kicking does help, and it's actually pretty fast. A lot faster than Crash's spin. But still, you don't want to waste a whole lot of time kicking when you don't have to. Maybe in a section like that, you may have wanted to do it, you know, it's really up to you. Be careful through this section. You can very easily end up falling in the water, you know, or getting caught by one of the fish. Okay, section, be careful through here. You can always get caught by the nitros in there, you know, no matter what you're doing. And you want to be careful through here because of that. Yeah, I think there is, but you have to make sure that you push the jump button once you hit the boxes, but I believe there is a definite boost that you gain by doing it. I'm almost certain there is. Crap. Really don't care for the relics. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't care for them in Crash 3. Really don't care for them in this game. Just because of little things like that, you know. I mean, I don't know what happened there. It was almost like I got caught on something, and I couldn't move forward anymore. I'm not sure if it has something to do with using the crash dash, but that seems to mess up your controls almost, so that you're not nearly as accurate as you normally would be if you wasn't using the crash dash. Like, you know, like I said, I'm not 100% sure, to be totally honest. And you do want to be careful. You know, the kick does stay for a little while, but you just want to try to learn the timing for the kick. The sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be. And the timing with everything, like pretty much every single level, will have something to do with timing. You know, you just have to try to learn the right timing to get to be able to efficiently, you know, go through a level and try to get the best possible relic. This level, definitely the fish play a huge role in the timing aspect of it. Now you're gonna have to take it slow through here just because of the fire. If you do run into those flames, you will get caught on it's almost like a wall, and you will just kind of, you know, you'll run into a brick wall almost, and you'll fall. So you definitely want to be very careful if you do that. Take it easy through this section. Something that I have learned with Coco is that you can't always use the crash dash. You can't have it on all the time, just because, as I said before, the movement with it, or it affects your controls. So you almost have to, and of course I'm a full second slower than I was before. Now that sucks, you know, when you go into something like this and you're a full second slower, then you know the best time that a time that you continuously do over and over, and then you do something like that. But it's not very accurate, and it doesn't work. It's either fully on or fully off. But and the speed it turns on and off is not that fast, so you can't just like through a section like this, and the jump button wouldn't work magically. That is something that does happen. I don't remember if it happens with the PS2 version, but the GameCube version, sometimes the jump button will mysteriously not work. Or, I guess the ability to jump will mysteriously not work sometimes. So you have to be very careful, and, you know, just, it doesn't happen that often, and I would say it's a very, very minor glitch that, like I said, rarely happens. But when it does happen, it definitely hurts because it messes up your ability to... Come on! Lost all that advantage I gained. Full second slower, wow. And it's gonna suck when I'm at 2 seconds slower, wow. Usually I wouldn't hit that 3 box until later on, but I'm gonna need to hit it now, or I'm gonna need to hit it early. Because of, messing up all that. Messing up a whole bunch is what I'm trying to say. I can't really concentrate on this and talk at the same time, and, you know, I've already done this a whole bunch of times, so I'd much rather just pay attention to this, and because I've already really explained everything up, you know, back behind me. There's really nothing else to say about everything. Just again, you know, take it easy through there. You want to be careful on these bouncing tarps, these tarps as well, because you can very easily end up you can end up easily jump and not jump high enough and not make it across, so you kind of want to be on the very edge of the tarps as you're jumping across them. But anyway, well, that's good. I wouldn't have made it anyway, even with my previous attempt. So you can see 3 minutes and 30 seconds just to get the sapphire relic. This is gonna be bad. This trying to get a good relic here, much less any relic, to be honest. Just because, you know, I remember how I almost got shot down trying to get the crystal through here the first time. Well, you're not gonna want to pay attention to anything other than going after the ships, and so that leaves you open to enemy fire a lot more often than usual. And, you know, other than if you were going after the gem, the box gem, or the crystal. But anyway. Really? Guess this level gives me the most trouble. as bad a condition as the disc is, I should be happy it's all the levels are working as good as they are. Maybe the relic portion of this level, well, I guess it wouldn't be a relic portion of the level, well, and maybe it could be, because the clock wasn't added while I was doing the crystal and gem. Oh, there we go. Okay, anyway, so make sure you run into the, where the hell the clock, there we go. Make sure you run into the clock and then immediately start focusing on ships. I would suggest, maybe not wasting that box or the health crates like that, but you may want to either fly around the island and knock out all the ships, or you just focus on sections like this. You know, just clear out a section of all the ships first. You know, just fly back and forth. It's really up to you. You know, once the ships are bunched up like that, it kind of makes them a little bit harder targets to hit, and then you kind of waste a bunch of time. So, you know, like this, all three of the ships are pretty close together. So you may want to just you know, shoot at them however you can. You don't have to worry about crashing into the water. That doesn't happen, thankfully. Let's see where's that last one at. Wasting time like this, you know, that is definitely wasting time. There we go. I'm sure it can be done a lot faster than that, but that's just one of the ways you can do that level. And you can see the sapphire time is pretty, or the platinum time is pretty low. But it's not too difficult, you know. It's, like I said, you can either fly around the island or fly across the island. I suggest flying around the island just because you can, well, maybe not, because, you know, you just flying. You have to fly 3 circles around the island, knocking out all the boats you can. But some of the boats you can, like that last boat, I just kept doing it. You know, even before the missile hit, you could immediately start launching it again. Minute 10, so. But it just, you know, practice again, trying to find the best line to fly around the island and hit everything is really that's just really what you have to do, to be honest. Just try to find the best possible route to hit all the ships, and once you do that, going after the platinum relic is a lot easier. But now because this is the submarine section is gonna be pretty bad, especially if you die while in the on foot sections. You know, with the electricity through the electricity sections. Again, you know, just like we did before, just start shooting at everything that you possibly can. You don't really want to waste time with that. You know, if you can shoot it, fine. But if not, if you just kind of want to drop a depth charge on it and just forget about it, crap. Kind of needed that mask. You want to be careful of those things, and anything that will charge at you is always bad. So you just want to be careful and pay attention to that kind of stuff. You know, just drop a depth charge, nothing special, nothing important. Watch the roof. Be prepared for those things to drop. That guy. Let's see. Want to be careful for this. Wasting a little bit too much time with going through this section a little bit more than I want to, but you know, it is what it is. Just want to be very careful of the mines. Crap. I hate how they make you face the screen and then, you know, just to turn around. They should just have you move backwards instead of face backwards. You know, that makes a lot more sense. And you wouldn't get hit by the mines when you panic and turn around. what's gonna really suck is when I die in the electric water area, like I did when I came through here the first time. Of course, I didn't have to get started all the way back at the box, or through this section again, but I will now. I don't think I've been up here yet. Wish I could find a mask somewhere. That would definitely make this a lot easier, but I'm already out, so doesn't really matter. Again, you want to kind of just ignore any boxes that are not time or mask boxes. Just like with really, that's BS. Just like with Crash 3, you'll waste time in the long run. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, just like stuff like that. I thought I could have swore I was clear, but obviously I wasn't, and took damage. And you just have to be careful while trying to navigate through through a section like this. And you want to be very careful jumping on those boxes, because sometimes you'll hit the time crates, and then sometimes you won't, and you'll end up missing them like that. But you don't want to waste a whole lot of time by double jumping through a section like that. You may want to spin the time crates, you may not want to, it's up to you. If you can make a whole bunch of time later on in the level, you may not, you may just forget about those time crates that you miss and don't think about them too much, but if let's see, what did I get? Sapphire again. Crap. Oh well. Let's see, 47, 48 minutes. I hate to, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Yeah, wow, I wasted a whole bunch of time. Yeah, I hate to, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I'll talk about all the levels really quickly. The times for all the levels, but I'm not gonna do the what do you call them? The gyms right now. I'll wait till later to do that. But we'll start in Arctic Antics, as usual. Sapphire 115, gold 45 seconds, and platinum 37 seconds. So that is pretty difficult. For Tornado Alley, Sapphire 2 minutes, gold 120, platinum 1 minute exactly. For Bamboozled, Sapphire 115, gold 35, and platinum 25 seconds. So yeah, I didn't get anywhere near that. So we'll go to Wizards and Lizards next. Sapphire 115, gold 45, platinum 35. I was only a second off of that, but we already talked about that before. Let's see. Go to Compactor Reactor next. Sapphire 145, gold 105, platinum 55. Yeah, it was only about 0.03 of a second off that. But again, we already talked about that one as well. For Jungle Rumble, 2 minutes, for Sapphire 2 minutes, gold 120, platinum 112. So I was about a little under a second faster than the platinum time. For Seashell Shenanigans, Sapphire 123, 6, gold 107.9, 1, platinum 51.23. So yeah, I was was way off that one. For level 8, gold 130. I'm sorry, sapphire 130, gold 1 minute, platinum 45 seconds. So yeah, already talked about that one as well. That sinking feeling. Sapphire 330, gold 220, and platinum 115. Wait. Okay, well, I got that one wrong, because it should be 110, not 115. Yeah, that makes sense. 330, 220, 110. Alright, so for H200, Sapphire 145, a gold 1 minute, and platinum 50 seconds. So I guess they do show the gold time, so that's, so I guess that is just like Crash 3. So my bad, and it's all, I guess it always stays blue. But anyway, so yeah, and that's you know, that's everything. So do apologize for the problems with the disc in levels 9 and the other levels. Do apologize for not being able to get the gems yet, but you know, it is what it is. But next time in part 7, we will do the 3rd and 4th warp chambers. We will get all the relics there, and if we have time, we may try to get some of the gems we don't have here. But I think we got most of the gems. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we'll just go for the relics, and maybe if we have time, we'll try to do the other gems. But I doubt we will. But anyway, so again, thank you for watching. Until next time.